Is this on?
Which one of us ends the legacy of Bobby Lashley? It's as simple as the flip of a coin.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
If you're watching this show or listening for the first time, welcome. But I think this week's wrestling events, the shows that we had to watch, were a perfect example of why a show like this exists. I watched matches that I've seen not once, not twice, and not even 3 times. We're watching them. Just do it once, because people will get tired of hearing it if we have to do it every 5 minutes for what we're talking about. We're seeing the same thing, and they're trying to act like, oh my God, can you believe these two people are having a match?
Yeah.
It is so stupid, and it's the same bullshit. They tried to act like the tag team titles were a big, like this rematch again and again and again and again. Yeah. Oh, and now it's again. And you're going to put on the main event with a stupid ass ending again? Give me a break. Who's watching wrestling thinking, I want to see more? Who?
Yeah.
No one.
Who? There's no new fans of WWE. They're still riding the Stone Cold and Rock years, hoping maybe they can get back to being that good. Seriously.
If you are listening or watching for the first time, don't be afraid. This is a comedy show, so
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm just how do you do awards when you do? Oh, that was the same thing we saw last week.
Right.
It was shit last week.
You don't even have to change
Shit again.
said awards.
Yeah.
Not a lot of bests for me this week. That's
Really,
for sure.
I mean, we could just repeat Joe's rant and play that every week.
every week
We could.
If you're watching or listening for the first time.
That sounds great.
It's like it's just like the open to the show.
Right. One week we're just gonna play a rerun.
Yeah.
See if anyone notices.
We're going to take a vacation.
If WWE can do it, why can't we? God.
It's going to be
Or,
great.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you just have to cut up some episodes.
Yeah.
And there you got it.
Recut them and slice them. And yeah.
Other podcasts do that. Like Stone Cold hasn't done a new podcast episode in like a couple years now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But like they'll still publish like an episode every once in a while. And it's like, you know, hey guys, god dang, this is an interview I did with Chris Jericho like 5 years ago. Take a listen, and here's our new sponsors. It's like, all right.
I love how you're like, hey everyone, god dang.
Well, god dang, welcome to Stone Cold Podcast. I'm not here anymore, but listen to this shit again. Remember this? Yeah.
Hey guys, couldn't get anyone to do the show and I was too drunk, so god dang, here's my talk with Zack Ryder 5 years ago.
Now, Zach,
Running
you
out of
just
ad
won
money.
the Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
I can only see things going up for you in your career. And it's
dang.
only got to get better, god dang.
Zack Ryder, I saw last night's show, god dang.
It's like the
That's
night.
it.
It's like
God dang.
It's like right before. It's like right before the Raw after Mania. He's like, "Yeah, this is great. I can't wait to go to Raw. I can't wait to see who I'm going to feud with.
I'm going to be a fighting champion.
Fighting champion."
Strip.
Hold on, I have a phone call. What? What? No. Oh God, please no. Well, God dang, what he say?
Do you think
Is that Vince?
Did they tell him in the same breath that he's winning the title and losing it the next night? Or do you think, like, when they showed up to Raw, all right, guys, where's the script? And he's like, oh, come here for a second, Zach. I've got something to tell you. And they just tell him, yeah, we're stripping you.
Vince doesn't know who Zack Ryder
Remember
is.
that amazing moment, the second biggest pop of WrestleMania, and then you got to share it with your dad? Remember that?
Yes.
Like the coolest thing we did in a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking it away.
tomorrow
We're
night-
giving it to The Miz.
Tomorrow night, Maurice is going to slap your dad, and then Miz is going to beat you.
Your dad takes a bump.
Right.
Wait, is he going to get paid for that? We'll give him your merch. And
Kane only held the WWE title for 24 hours, and he's a legend. He's going to be a legend.
right. Well, you can pay me what you're paying Kane. No, let's not get hard of ourselves here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, we got to recap SmackDown. We got to recap Raw. But first, we have to thank John Spies, who's a new patron. So thank you very much, John. And if you want to be like him, go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We have the NXT and AEW recaps, all the pay-per-view recaps.
Brackets.
All the brackets. And after we record this podcast, we're going to be recording the review of the new Netflix movie starring Batista called Army of the Dead.
Sometimes things happen,
Yeah.
and you have to push everything out of. You have to fuck all your plans,
That's right.
and you just have to. We have to do this.
Yeah.
And this is like, I like how current this is, because a lot of times the movies we review are old. And
Yeah, this just came out this week.
Yeah, and we're reviewing it quick. So if you have to go watch it before you listen to that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or just listen to it.
Lots of zombies, they sound like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
see if we
straight
recommend
from the
it.
movie.
Sometimes you recommend it because it's good, and sometimes you you recommend it because it's so bad. We'll figure that out.
Yes.
Don't
Let me
reveal
think
it.
about that. Oh,
Make them
wait,
pay
I already
for it.
know.
Make them
I
pay
already
for
know.
it. All right.
So anyways, patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We'll see you there.
Yep.
And you'll get a shout out, just like John Spies. Boom.
Boom.
All right, so SmackDown starts with all the SmackDown champions on the stage, except for Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
They're just standing there. Bianca's dancing.
Do they not acknowledge him? Or?
Dumb.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Sonya Deville's in the ring, and she breaks the news that was already broke, that starting in July, WWE will be leaving the Thunderdome and start touring again.
And people cheered, not because they can see shows live, just so that we lose the Thunderdome.
Yes.
I'm sure the few hundred fans that were like getting pay-per-views for free, or maybe they're a little upset. They're like, shit, I can't get these pay-per-views for free anymore.
Right.
But the first show will be SmackDown in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Man, those are some lucky people.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you there.
Crickets.
Probably.
Maybe.
So Sony names all the champions, and then Apollo Crews interrupts, and he bitches about having to defend his title tonight in a fatal four-way. Then Sony introduces Roman Reigns, but Paul Heyman comes out alone to Roman's old Shield music.
Old Shield music.
That they just got rid of, and he has new music.
Maybe they gave that music to Paul Heyman.
Is that Paul Heyman's
Or
entrance
maybe
music?
someone's drunk in the truck.
Yeah. Ooh. Like, what?
Yeah.
Or is Roman like, no, you only get hit my music if I actually come out? I don't know.
It doesn't.
It feels like it was a mistake or something.
Yep.
It didn't really make sense.
Fuck it, go with it.
So Heyman says these people out here are just title holders. Roman Reigns is the champion, and he will come out here when he wants to. And then Bayley comes out to the ring from, like, wherever. Like, not from the stage.
No.
From the Thunderdome.
She was just standing behind the cameraman since there's no fans there. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
And she says she deserves to be thanked for putting SmackDown on the map.
I'll thank that ass.
No.
She makes fun of all the champions on the stage except for Cruz because he's a heel. She's like, Cruz, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
And then Bayley invites Belair to the ring, but she's jumped by Nia Jax
Oh, yeah.
and Shayna Baszler.
Right.
They don't have the belts anymore,
No, so what are they doing?
Yeah.
and they're on Raw.
Why aren't they?
What are they doing?
Staying there.
Michael Cole told us that this is the quarterly brand-to-brand invitational, otherwise known as.
Yes.
So Natalia and
Travis
Tamina, but it's just funny because they're the only ones doing this.
Yeah.
They're the only
At
ones.
all.
So fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
No one else cares to.
Yeah.
Cares to.
Right. Ew, no. Natalia and Tamina try to help out, but the three bad girls stand tall. And then we have Bianca, Natalia, and Tamina versus Bayley, Nia, and Shayna. Bayley pulls Belair outside the ring and gives her Bayley to belly, and then Shayna makes Natalia tap to the Kirifuda clutch for the win.
You know what that means?
What?
That means they're going to get another title shot. Women's tag
No
titles.
way. No way. That's enough. It's over now,
That's
right?
silly.
Well,
That's it.
She pinned the champ
Yeah.
in a match. That
If you
wasn't
thought
for
that
the
you were
champ.
done seeing Nia and Shayna on both shows because they're not the champs anymore,
Think again.
think again.
Pray harder.
I'm afraid
mean,
I've got some
yeah.
bad news.
This is how you take advantage of the brand-to-brand invitational. Like you get the best wrestler to be on both shows.
Right.
In
Not-
this case, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And Reginald. Don't forget about Reginald.
Oh yeah,
Got to be on both shows.
I mean, goddamn.
Goddamn.
I wasn't on both shows.
Yeah.
I refuse to go on both shows. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Next up, we have more tales from the Dark Father, more cryptic messages from Alistar Black. When's he going to return already?
Jeez, right.
It's been like 4 or 5
Hurry
weeks.
the fuck up.
Jesus. Next up, we have King Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Let's hit it. Let's hit it.
Corbin comes out first, and cuts a promo complaining because Nakamura still has his crown.
Shinsuke Nakamura may call himself the king of strong style, but he is no king. All of you sitting at home watching this right now will never know what it's like, but a real king wears $40,000 watches, a real king drives a Ferrari, a real king owns lean, hungry dogs of war. Not some fat, shabby, tabby cat.
What?
Huh? What?
What? A real king owns shrunken heads. Human heads.
Not some fat, shabby, tabby cat. Because that's how people talk.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
how bad guys in life talk.
Yeah.
They always make Corbin talk like a 10-year-old bully. In this scenario, it's a 10-year-old bully from like the 1950s, maybe.
Sure.
Shabby tabby
Hey,
cat.
remember when you came over to my house for WrestleMania Night 1? I'm like, look at my fat, shabby, tabby cat.
Yeah, and then I kicked you in the face and I said, "What? Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you deserved it.
I
You were
did.
like, yeah.
I did.
I did.
I apologized immediately.
Yeah.
Thank you for kicking me. And letting
Corbin's
me know.
like, Nakamura, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Right, exactly.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, then out walks a guy playing an electric guitar. It's Eric Bugenhagen,
Oh.
who
Thank you.
he had one match on NXT TV over 2 years ago with his Rockstar gimmick, and he was also in the crowd during the first COVID shows.
Yeah.
you know,
Sure.
And he was actually pretty funny.
More recently,
Yeah.
Yes,
he was the spokesperson, kind of,
right.
on WWE TV only
Yes,
for
KFC, I think.
Old Spice?
Old
Old
Spice.
Spice, right? Old Spice.
Oh, he was John Everyman or something?
Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. So
But-
he must have been like, he was on the release sheet and he was like, Vince, I saw this and
Yeah.
I'll stay for nothing. You could pay me nothing.
Yeah.
What's minimum
pay
wage?
me an Old Spice.
Yeah, pay me an Old Buy me a guitar, I'll stay for 2 years. Oh, can't
Anyway,
beat that
he's
deal.
got a new name now. Take a listen.
Oh, what the hell is this? Who the hell are you? Who am I? I'm Rick. Boom.
Jack Black.
That's BOOGS. And I came to rock with the real king of SmackDown, Shinsuke Nakamura. Boots. Thank you, Boots.
That was Pat McAfee.
Oh, okay.
What was his
working out
original name?
For Boogs? Eric Bugenhagen?
Oh, now he's just,
Bugenhagen.
now he's just boobs?
Boogs.
Oh, boogs.
Boogs, which is
Rick
spelled,
Boogs.
which is spelled
That'd be
like
so much better.
which is spelled like bugs, like boogers.
Yes.
Boogs.
So I don't know. So Nakamura walks out with Corbin's crown, and Rick Boogs plays his theme on the electric guitar.
Does he?
Well, he does. I mean, they also play the theme
Does he though?
music. They also play the theme music
Over it, yeah.
Over it.
So if he
but-
sucked.
Yeah,
Now,
It
his
was-
guitar's on like 1.
I mean,
Theme music's on
It
10.
wasn't anything like the WrestleMania 34
of
entrance,
course not. No, that was
but
insane.
it wasn't bad.
It was cool. You know,
Yeah.
it made no sense, but it was cool.
No,
Sure.
0 cents.
Sure.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Kings also have guitarists.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got 0 answers to those questions.
Right. So Corbin was in control of the match, but Boogs distracted him by playing the guitar, and then Nakamura rolled them up for the win.
Roll up.
There it is.
That's one. And Nakamura and Boogs celebrate together on the stage, and Nakamura still has Corbin's crown.
Yeah.
So I guess Boogs is now Nakamura's manager / musician.
Is he?
Right.
He helped him win.
Yeah.
His minstrel.
But who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
He sings the songs
I'm
of the
David
king.
Pumpkins, man. But what are you? His
Yeah.
own thing. We don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. But backstage, Jimmy Uso tells Sonya Deville, hey, my brother and I want the smoke. We want to face the Street Profits. And Sonya gets excited and tells him that the match will happen next week. And then after that, Roman Reigns comes out with Heyman and Jey Uso. And Roman says, I don't like to brag about my accomplishments, so I'm going to let my special counsel celebrate me. And Heyman lists I think Heyman lists all the wrestlers Reigns has defeated since returning in August of last year, except for Roman Reigns. I mean, except for Kevin Owens. Sorry.
Oh.
Like, he left Kevin Owens out. Maybe he wanted everyone to forget about the last man standing botch.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where Roman stayed on the ground for 42 seconds and retained his title.
Then he asks Roman, what else can I do for you, my tribal chief? And Reigns says, bring out my cousin. So Heyman yells at someone to hit Jimmy Uso's music, but Cesaro comes out instead with his arm in a sling. Cesaro challenges Reigns to a match at Hell in a Cell, but then he's jumped from behind by Seth Rollins.
Can I hit it?
What?
Again? Yeah, because that happened again.
So now
we just saw this.
King of Sling.
King of Sling. Sure.
Yeah.
King of Sling style. Yeah.
Yes.
Seth gives Cesaro a curb stomp on the floor, acts like he's going to leave, and then he goes right back and gives Cesaro another curb stomp, but this time on the steel ramp.
Oh.
And
Remember how we thought he was out after the WrestleMania Backlash?
Yeah.
You think he's out now?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
He just
He'll be
keeps
there.
getting curb stomped and murdered.
Next week, he'll have both arms in slings and a neck brace.
And then he'll yell at Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the break, Cesaro's loaded onto a stretcher, and Seth yells at him backstage. Take a listen.
Why do you do this to me? Why do you make me this person? Why do you do this? This is your fault. When are you gonna learn? When are you gonna learn?
The hell?
He's crying.
Like
Right.
we're laughing.
When are you
but-
gonna learn?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Never gonna learn.
Yeah. I mean, it's like he's half Messiah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Half
this is better
other
than
guy.
him being the Messiah and trying to poke people's eyes out.
That's true.
And at least he was funny there. Oh, you'd rather see Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins for like 6 months trying to poke each other's eyes out?
I mean, it's
Well,
still as wacky and stupid as
is.
that.
I mean,
At least there's some
was a
consequences.
fake eye at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Dominic Mysterio versus Robert Roode with Rey and Ziggler ringside. Ziggler hops on the apron to distract Dominic, but then he tries to super kick Rey, but Rey catches his leg and slams it on the steel steps.
Boom.
And then Dominic hits Roode with the 619 and the frog splash for the win. So father and son are tag champs. They won at Backlash.
Father champ, baby champ.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. And that's it. Nothing really much this
Nope.
week for them.
Nope.
You know, just a win, and it meant nothing.
Moving
but,
on.
Yeah.
Backstage, Jimmy tells Jay, "Hey, we got the Street Profits next week." But Dre says, "Oh, you didn't ask me. I gotta tell Roman first." And then after the break, Jay tells Roman, but Roman looks upset and whispers something to him. And then the Street Profits cut a backstage promo to promote the match for next week. So we'll see what happens. But I think Reigns will like come out mid-match and tell Jay to bail on his brother, and he probably will.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, but what else is there for them to do
Right. Like what happens if
besides
he bails on him?
tag matches? Like Jimmy
Well-
and Jay are going to fight each other
I think
at SummerSlam?
You won't even know who's hitting who.
That's true.
Very confusing.
Well, now
No,
they
you
have
gotta-
very different haircuts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, you gotta once Jimmy acknowledges Reigns, because that will eventually happen. Then they'll win the tag belts.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
So after SummerSlam, most likely.
probably before, probably after Hell in a Cell. I mean, right now Reigns has no one to fight at Hell in a Cell, which is next month.
Cesaro.
Cesaro's fighting Rollins. He's feuding with Rollins.
He'll fight Cesaro and Rollins.
No, he probably fights Jimmy in Hell in a Cell, just like he did
How
with his
horrible.
just
Oh,
like he did with his cousin.
Jesus.
That was in Hell in a Cell as well.
Oh, my
Oh
good
my
God.
God.
Yeah,
That was last year?
Yeah.
yeah. It was
No.
October.
Oh, right. That's when Hell in a Cell was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So finally, we have the main event for SmackDown: Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens versus Big E versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship. This is actually a fun match with a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's probably the only enjoyable thing about the show.
In all 5 hours this week.
Yeah, KO and Sammy beat the shit out of each other. Big E hit Crews with the big ending and goes for the pin, but Commander Aziz pulls Big E out of the ring and picks him up, but Big E gets down and pushes Aziz into the ring post. And then Big E gets back in the ring, but then some of the lights go out and we see a bunch of smoke appear on the stage. And
And we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
yeah,
And waiting?
It seemed like forever.
out from the smoke appears Alistar Black.
Yeah.
And his right eye is deformed from Murphy pushing it into the steel steps last year.
Wait. So you're telling me they actually stuck to continuity?
A little bit.
We'll see.
That was probably all Alistar Black.
Right.
They're like, what are you doing? Oh, is that just like, Vince is like, oh, is that just to make yourself scarier? He's like, no, Vince, remember Murphy pushed my eye into the steel steps? And he's like, Murphy? Who are you? He's like, yeah, I'm Alistar Black. Alistar Black? Who are you? I'm married to Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega? Who are you?
Right.
I mean, Zelina Vega. I love you.
Yeah. Yep.
Come back. I think she's back. So yeah, Alistar gets in the ring. Cruz grabs Big E's leg, and then Alistar hits Big E with Black Mass, and Cruz pins him to retain the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, and what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
He's just so he can feud with Big E, I guess?
No, he wants a Nigerian medal. He's gonna get a medal from Cruz next week. He's gonna fucking.
He joins their regime? Oh my god.
No, yeah, why does Alistar hate Big E?
Yeah. Why
We
is he
don't
helping?
know.
Yeah.
And we never will.
We don't know.
Probably never will know.
That sounds about right.
Big E, you bullied me in high school, so now I hate you.
Yeah.
Something like that. All right, moving on. Raw opens with MVP in the ring. He introduces the WWE champion, Bobby Lashley, and he comes out with 5 butter-faced hoes.
Again? I mean,
Basically.
I'm putting it down.
Like, where are they getting these women?
Butterfaced.
Where are
I
they
just
filming?
Tampa.
Oh.
Is this the best Tampa has to offer?
Yeah, maybe.
These were worse than last week.
Yeah. Oh.
It looks like Lashley just punched all of them in the face 10 times each. All right, get out there, hoes.
They're like, I want you to go to the shittiest strip club you can find in Tampa.
Right.
And hire 5 bitches.
Seriously. Like, they're making the Godfather's hoes look like...
Oh my god, Lita was one of them. Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Super hot.
So MVP starts talking shit about Drew McIntyre and how they're tired of him. And then Drew McIntyre comes out.
Oh, say his name.
Imagine that.
Say his name.
I'm tired of him. I'm sure everyone's tired of him.
Oh.
Vince doesn't realize that he's booked McIntyre so bad that everyone's tired of him.
Uh-huh.
We went from... It's just same as Seth Rollins.
Right.
Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, then beat him again at SummerSlam. We're like, yes, Seth Rollins, you're the guy. And then they book him to the fucking dirt horribly with The Fiend, and now we hate Seth Rollins. And it's the same for Drew McIntyre.
Now he's a little bee.
He's a little bitch. McIntyre wants another rematch.
Please, come on, please.
I guess top left.
Yeah. He says maybe Lashley doesn't have the balls. Let me double check. Ladies, does all the Almighty have any balls?
Why?
And they're like, yes, they're huge. Please.
Yes, they
Don't
taste,
even fit them in my mouth.
they
They're
taste
like two
better than you would think.
tangerines hooked up to an eggplant.
And
So then-
another one's like,
Whoa, they're that big, huh? So then the New Day comes out, and Kofi Kingston reminds us that he beat Lashley last week.
Oh.
Drew tells Kofi, you're welcome, but Kofi says, I didn't need your help.
You did.
You've had rematch after rematch after rematch. So
After
it's
rematch.
time to step your ass to the side because I did something you haven't been able to do in months, and that's beat Bobby Lashley.
that's fair.
Yeah.
And then Adam Pearce comes out and says, oh, this is easy. Kofi versus Drew.
This
and
is easy.
Winner faces Lashley at Hell in a Cell. All right, bye.
He comes out to his music.
Yeah, the Raw theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His music. I was like, why are they playing the Raw? Because they played it for like 10 seconds without showing Pierce. I was like, why did they just hit the Raw theme music?
Right.
Oh, okay, it's Adam Pearce.
So I guess he's officially the Raw GM now?
Yeah, I guess because, Sony was on SmackDown and he was on Raw. And
Yeah. And
They're
he
just
came
trying
after
to
the Raw music.
They're trying to sneak it in.
yeah,
Like as
they're-
if we don't want them to know.
even explaining it.
Yeah.
Right.
So we got Kofi Kingston versus Drew McIntyre with Xavier Woods ringside and Lashley, MVP, and the Hose watching from the stage in the VIP lounge. Although Lashley and MVP move to the announce table after a commercial break, and Kofi dives into Drew outside the ring, and that knocks Drew into Lashley, and then Lashley and MVP attack both of them for a double DQ.
Yeah.
McIntyre claymores Lashley, and he and MVP retreat. And then later backstage, Pierce tells Drew and Kofi that they will have a rematch next week to decide who will face Lashley at Hell in a Cell. It's a 3-hour show. And we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
Just be like, it rematches in 2 hours.
Right.
It's the main event.
Yeah.
Right. Come on.
Oh, sorry, no, our main event's booked already. It's a huge main event.
Yeah.
Next
we
week.
can't, we can't double book it.
Right. Like that's the only way they have to progress this story.
Yeah.
Is that we gotta postpone this match a week.
Yeah, they're
He hasn't-
parodying themselves. He's just like, this we'll do this again next week. Yeah.
Can I?
You can, sure. Okay. Yeah,
Right. So, like, if I didn't like it this week, what makes you think I'm going to like it next week?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we've seen Kofi and Drew fight, certainly at least in a very long time if they had, but, it was a good match.
Yeah.
And then you double DQ it, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, here it is again next week.
Mm-hmm. And what was the penalty for them, the Hurt Business interfering?
Yeah, Pierce tells them that if either of them interfere, then Lashley will be suspended without pay for 90 days.
Guess to keep his title, though. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait, so he's stripped of the title, right?
Yeah.
90 days? That's 3 pay-per-views.
Right.
That's he's missing SummerSlam?
What is he going on a Lesnar tour?
Yeah.
What is this?
So he's going to miss SummerSlam, but keep the title?
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
I guess the WWE Championship won't be defended at SummerSlam.
Sorry,
Adam
guys.
Pearce, everyone.
Yeah.
Adam
Lashley's
Pearce.
like, yeah, sure. All right.
I'm probably
no pay,
That sounds great.
but I'm still the champ. Whatever, I'll take a vacation.
Right.
So, yeah. Next up, we have a backstage promo from Braun Strowman. This was to hype WWE going back on tour. Dear God.
All aboard the Strowman Express. WWE is coming home, and the next stop is Texas. I'm your conductor of destruction, the monster among
All right, that's enough. My God.
Conductor of destruction.
All aboard. I'm your conductor. Come on, kid.
of destruction.
Woo woo. Yeah. Good God. Oh boy. Next up, we have. It had a bunch of other wrestlers do the same thing, but that was the worst one.
By far.
Yes.
Next up, we have Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Cross in a 2-minute beat the clock challenge.
I didn't get this.
This happened because they were backstage and Charlotte and Ripley were talking trash to each other. Then Nikki walked up. She was like, "Hey, I want to fight one of you." And Charlotte challenged Ripley for it was stupid.
And she goes, I could beat her in 2 minutes. Ripley's
Yeah.
like, I'll fight her.
Yeah.
And then they left it. Then all of a sudden they come back and there's a 2-minute clock. You're like, wait.
Yeah.
What are we challenging?
Right.
Right.
What happens if she doesn't beat her in 2 minutes?
Nothing.
Yeah. Does
If
Charlotte have
Nikki-
to beat Asuka in that time or something? No.
If Nikki can last the 2 minutes, then she wins the match.
She wins.
Right.
The title.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Oh.
And I was like,
Bonesaws
I was afraid. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to squash Nikki in under 2 minutes.
I know.
Right,
I was
yeah.
really thinking
But
that.
for some reason, they didn't.
No.
Ripley underestimates her, and that allows Nikki to get a few close pins, and she lasts the 2 minutes, and they announce Nikki Cross as the winner, and she runs around the ring in excitement.
Yay, Nikki.
And she gets nothing for it.
Nothing.
But,
Yeah. No
you know,
title shot. No future title opportunity.
She was just like, yay, I'm on TV.
yeah.
That's
And
it.
then ran away.
Right.
After the match, Charlotte Flair comes out and laughs at Ripley, and laughs at Ripley because she couldn't beat Nikki Cross in under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What an insult to Nikki. Poor Nikki. I know. Speaking of Charlotte, she has a match against a new opponent that she hasn't wrestled in a while, Asuka. Oh, sorry. Kyrie's always keeping tabs.
Yeah. You mean an opponent she wrestles literally every week.
Every week.
Fucking week.
Yeah. So, anyway, Charlotte did a couple of her fiance Andrade's moves in this match.
Oh.
She did, and she did them not good.
And she did them
Poorly.
terribly.
She did the back elbow, which looked awkward, and then the double moonsault, which also looked awkward. It just, like, Andrade does those two moves so fucking smooth and perfectly.
Right.
That when you see someone else do them and it's not as good, you're just like, oh, maybe you should have waited,
You
Charlotte.
know they were training in a ring. She's like, oh, I'll do your move. She does it.
Yeah.
She's like, what'd you think? He's like, great.
He's like, make love to me.
Andrade's watching at home, jerking off, and he's like, oh, I can't do this.
I can't finish because she won't do the fucking move right.
So, yeah, in the end, Asuka goes for the Asuka lock, but Charlotte counters with a roll-up
Hey-o.
for the win.
And we've seen that reversal because so many people do that damn same move. We've seen that reversal so many times.
I didn't do the again for that match, by the way.
I mean, that's an again and a roll.
We hit. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we hit it. But later in the show, they announced that Charlotte Flair will fight Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell. Now, Asuka and Charlotte have been fighting every week for like 2 to 3 months. Ever since Charlotte returned, basically. And who's won every match?
Asuka.
Just won a lot of them.
Asuka. She's won every fucking time.
Right.
But Charlotte finally beats her once, and Charlotte gets a title shot.
Of course. Yeah.
Wrestling logic at its best.
Wow.
What's
And it's a
wrong with
fucking
wrestling?
roll-up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
How did Drew Carey used to introduce the show, the improv show?
Yeah.
Whose Lines It Anyway?
Whose Lines It Anyway? He's like, where the points don't matter or the rules don't matter or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like welcome to Monday Night Raw where the rules don't matter. And,
nothing matters.
Yeah.
Nothing matters. Next up, we have Shelton Benjamin versus Cedric Alexander. All right, Kyrie. Let me finish, Kyrie. She never lets me finish.
You poor man.
Let me finish.
You poor man.
Cedric cuts a long promo before the match. Way too long. Way too much mic time for Cedric. And then Cedric thumbs Shelton in the eye without the ref seeing, and then he hits the neuralizer for the win.
He should get like 5 agains. Because this is an again that we just don't have any interest in.
I thought by now we'd be seeing this again on main event.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And by seeing it, I mean not seeing it. Because we don't watch that.
And I like how they slightly made the name of his move different from Cesaro, who has the neutralizer.
Yeah.
He has the neuralizer.
Yeah, I looked that up because I was like, what's a neuralizer? Do you know what it is?
From Men in Black.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a made-up word.
Yeah.
It's a made-up word.
It's the memory eraser from Men in Black.
Oh, my God.
Because he does that and erases the opponent's memory.
That's a cool name for a finisher. Yeah.
Once they realize it's a copyright thing, I bet they change it.
Well,
He's had it for a while.
yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah.
All right.
Anyways, next up we have Riddle versus Xavier Woods. Should I push it?
I feel like...
Oh. Have they not?
They haven't fought
A tag team match.
What?
Tag team match.
No, this is a singles match.
So it's different.
It's different.
It's a little different.
Little
Like half.
like barely
half?
different. Can she get an again
And a half?
And then
Okay,
cut
all right,
it?
ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Fucking perfect.
I'll give it you get a 0.5 over here.
So yeah, the two have a really good match, but it ends with Riddle giving Woods an RKO out of nowhere.
RKO, bro.
Or more like a bro KO.
Didn't hate it.
No,
I didn't hate it.
No.
Especially the setup. Like, Woods gave him the chop.
Well, and he did it out of
heelish.
nowhere. Like, he chopped him, then he just fucking bro KO'd him.
Little heelish.
Right.
And then after the match, Riddle looks in the camera and yells, "That was for you, Randy."
Yeah.
And he's all excited.
Yeah, he was
Randy.
hyped.
Orton didn't bother to show up this week.
No.
So,
No.
yeah. Hopefully Riddle turns heel, but...
Please.
Sure.
Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Jackson Riker.
You've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same kind of
like
deal,
him.
right?
Yeah,
It's a tag
yeah,
team
yeah,
match.
So that gives
fight
you
him
a
now?
whole point now.
Yeah, now we got a whole point. I cross off the point.
Neither Omos or Elias were ringside to start the match for reasons.
Yeah.
But then Elias comes out. He knees Styles in the face while the ref's not looking, and then Riker slams Styles on the mat and gets the win. That's right. Jackson Riker pinned AJ Styles.
Yeah.
He beat AJ Styles.
My God.
Former
Jesus
WWE
Christ.
champion. My God.
Ugh.
Omos then runs out and he finds Elias hiding behind the barricade. How about you just leave, Elias?
Right.
Instead of hiding behind the barricade.
So this was my worst comment until you reminded me of something else.
Yeah.
But as Omos is chasing them, they said, "Look at the speed of Omos!"
Right. Yeah.
He has like the agility of a pregnant cow.
He's barely walking.
Right.
But so
Jackson Riker and Elias had to like fall down multiple times for him to catch up.
Who wins a race, him or the great Khali?
Jesus.
So yeah, he chases him up. Elias, I guess, stumbles, and then he checks Elias into an LED screen.
Yeah.
You know, I guess if they're gonna have all new set, I get like that's what I'm saying. Like Thunderdome's almost gone. You better let Braun and some other fucking guy destroy the whole fucking thing.
Seriously.
You're never gonna need it again.
No.
You know, cross your fingers. Hopefully, won't need it again. God, yeah. Next up, we have Sheamus versus Humberto Carrillo.
This
This
one
should get 7 again.
yes, it should.
My God.
Yeah, give that like 9 points.
Sheamus wins by pulling Carrillo's tights during a roll-up. And then Sheamus attacks Carrillo after the match.
I liked
Puts
it
him
better
in.
when you used to say a fruit roll-up.
Is a fruit roll-up.
Yep.
He puts him in the cloverleaf submission, but then Ricochet jumps off the top rope and drop kicks him. And then Carrillo and Ricochet hit a bunch of moves off the top rope.
They're like bang, 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 bang.
They're doing jumpy moves.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'll do a jumpy. No, you do a jumpy
What is it
move.
called?
Flippy-doo.
Flippity-doo.
Flippity-doos.
Yeah.
Flippity-doo,
Do a bunch of
flippity-doo, flippity-doo. And then
So I
Sheamus
guess-
gets up and walks away. And he's like, all right, that's enough.
Right.
So yeah, this will be a triple threat match where, Sheamus will retain.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have like the impact of that like massager gun.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this feels
He's
great.
like, ooh, 7 pounds falling
Can
on
you
me.
do it on my butt? I want a butt massage.
Right.
Can I roll over? It'll feel great.
Yeah. Can you finish me?
Will you? Will
But you
crack my
started
back?
me.
Yeah, you
Right.
started me.
Has the $100 bill hanging out of his tights.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Go ahead.
Keep going. Next up, we have another Evolution video promo.
This time she's a fucking world famous athlete.
Yeah. Well, at least this time we finally see her doing athleticism. Like,
Right.
She's doing photo shoots. She's filming movies.
Oh, look, she's doing sports.
Yeah.
Sport.
This time she's working out. She's training for a big comeback. And this promo made me feel like she might be a babyface when she returns. Because she was talking about how it helps people get back into shape. And it was this big motivation promo and feel good promo about how she helps people. And it wasn't I help people. She was like, I help people and I love doing what I do. And I just,
It came
was
up to me like, I help people transform their crappy lives.
right. But it might be a Nikki Bella situation where they try to make her babyface even though everyone hates her.
How fucking dare you?
I think they might. There's a
God.
chance.
Oh, God.
You ready for the evolution?
Fuck no.
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 We'll see. We'll see how the fans react. She's hot.
How many more weeks of this?
2, at least.
Yeah. Until she black masses.
2.
She hits
X
Asuka with
Factor.
a black
What?
mass.
With an X Factor.
X Factor.
Yeah, X Factor.
That's
of course.
What else can she do?
That's it. That's a move that anyone can do.
No, I'm talking about they already showed her trying to act and trying to, do other things. What else is in her repertoire?
WWE released a day or two ago the top Eva Marie moments of all time.
An 8-minute fucking video.
An 8-minute video.
How much should they slow it down?
I watched the video because I thought it was a joke. I was like, oh, maybe they made this as a joke.
Right.
And they were just going to show when her fucking top came off or oh, she was in traffic and she can't be here. Sorry.
Right.
But no, they showed she beat AJ Lee in a match on Raw because Paige distracted AJ. It was just these stupid moments like that.
Right.
All these dumb. Oh, and then she was at WrestleMania, the pre-show of WrestleMania 32.
Yeah.
When her and the Bella, it was a 10-woman tag match.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What are
was
they
awful.
trying to prove?
When basically Total Divas beat the best women wrestlers in WWE.
Right, yeah.
It's how embarrassing.
Watch our show. Fuck these actual wrestling bitches.
Exactly. So, all right.
Yeah, like acting, singing, dancing, modeling. Is there anything she can do?
Exactly. Yeah. Talking. Nope.
Yeah, talking.
So, all right. Now it's time for the main event of Monday Night Raw.
I'm ready.
main
It's got to be good.
Yeah.
They've
event.
saved nothing for before this. So
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
okay,
You ready for the match?
I'm ready.
Sure, yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna write it down.
Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler versus Natalya and Tamina for the women's tag team titles.
How can you put that on television when we've seen it so many times?
And it's the main event of the show. The main event of Monday Night Raw is a match we've seen at least 15 times in 3 weeks.
This could be the worst event in wrestling history.
That's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Certainly the worst time to be a wrestling
We asked
fan.
Roman Reigns for a comment.
I don't watch Raw.
Yeah, he's really smart. We talk a lot of shit about Roman Reigns, but he's a smart man. He doesn't watch
Right.
Raw.
Well, even though Balor's having a rematch tonight, what did
Yeah.
Balor think of it?
Same old Monday Night Raw.
And Daniel Bryan, he's no longer allowed on SmackDown.
Right.
And they were like, well, Vince was like, hey, you can come to Raw. But Daniel said,
There's nothing about Monday Night Raw that is fun.
so
Well,
So true.
yeah.
he's not
I haven't
coming.
smiled while I was watching it in 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Joe Pisano lost his Raw smile.
yeah, I lost my raw smile.
So backstage before the match, Shayna tells Reginald, stay in the back because you keep costing us matches.
Yeah.
But he comes out anyway mid-match.
Okay. Asshole.
And again, I want to remind you, this is the main event of Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
Yes.
Natalya starts to put Shayna in the sharpshooter, so Reginald hops on the apron, but Shayna counters with a roll-up, but the ref is too busy yelling at Reginald. And so Shayna tells Reginald to leave, so he walks up the ramp, but then fire on the stage.
That's got to be Kane?
Of course, it's Kane.
Well, here's the thing. We always make fun of WWE for over-explaining everything, because they usually do.
Right.
This week, they under-explained, because if you haven't watched, Alexa wasn't even mentioned on the show.
No.
Correct.
So if you weren't watching the past few weeks, you'd have no idea what's going on.
Right.
She
But
left-
obviously, this is Alexa's fire.
She left her pig on his final night, now
Yeah.
we found out,
Yes.
to go to Raw. She said,
Yeah.
I'm going to Raw. I have
Right.
to leave Larry.
Yeah.
And doesn't get used.
Yeah.
Literally
she
going
must
there
have been
just in case.
pissed.
Right.
Like, I left my dying pig
Yeah.
to go to Raw, and you didn't even use me.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
Great. Maybe she went, and they sent her home.
Maybe she hits the fire button. Like, are we ready? No.
Yeah.
Can I go?
That's your job.
Yeah. She has to press it.
Maybe she. Yeah. Now I'm thinking maybe she showed up and then they sent her home or something. 'Cause
Right.
She was
She's
too
just
emotional.
crying. If
Yeah.
you've seen her Instagram, she's a mess about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like having a dog, right? It's your pet.
Yeah.
So I understand it. But yeah. So
imagine like when your pet died, you'd have like a delicious breakfast.
You
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like win-win.
Sure.
Lose, win, kinda
Alexa, how dare him? Alexa, I'm sorry. If you need
Don't
someone
you want him to go to
comfort you-
waste, or you want to? Okay, whatever. Fine.
Anyway, whew.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, people have emotional support animals now, Joe. So
Emotional support pigs.
yes, sure. Why
Pigs
not?
are smart.
Emotional support crickets.
No.
Okay.
That's just
Where
stupid.
we draw the line.
No one's Pinocchio.
So yeah, the fire blows Reginald all the way down the ramp. He rolls down, and this distracts Baszler, and Natalya rolls her up for the win. That's another fucking roll up, by the way.
There you go.
Right.
Was that 4?
Four.
Four.
9 agains and 4 roll-ups.
Yikes.
After the match, Shayna grabs Reginald and tells him, "You son of a bitch! I'm tired of you interfering in my matches. You versus me next week, and if you have the balls, I'll make you wish you were in that explosion." Fade out.
That's a show.
They don't even say goodbye or like not. It's just like that's it.
I wonder if at the end of these shows, when they're over, they're all clapping backstage, like
Yeah.
shaking hands.
Right.
Great show.
We did it, everyone.
Great show,
Good
everyone.
job.
Great show, everyone. That was at least a 0.8.
No, that was
Great show, everyone.
That was one of the weeks where, like, you know, the show ended with them. They're like, okay, cut. And then, like, Shayna walks to the back, and, like, everyone's already gone. Like, they're just gone.
Right, yeah.
Goodbye.
Have you ever seen the movie Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler?
Hell no.
No, right? It's like literally like they say it's one of the worst movies.
Right.
It's going around the internet right now. There's a scene in there where Al Pacino plays himself. And I'll have to show you guys after this.
He tries to hit on Sandler.
No. He plays himself, and Sandler's like an advertising exec, and he does a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. It's hilariously horrible.
Yeah.
And then after they're done watching it, Adam's like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "Burn this. Burn every copy.
Yeah.
No one should see this ever."
Right.
That's what they like after Raw's done.
Yeah.
They're like,
Right.
"Burn this."
Yeah.
Right, they bring it to Peacock. They're like, all right, here's this week's Raw.
Yeah. Archives.
Yeah, we'll get right on that.
Trash.
Incinerator.
Yeah.
Burn this.
You know, a couple of years ago, someone asked us to book how, like, the final episode of Raw would end, and I suggested having Braun just destroy everything and go,
Right.
I'm finished with you. Well,
Yes.
you could do that with the Thunderdome.
You could.
You know, Thunderdome, I'm finished with you. And then he just fucking destroys the whole fucking thing. And,
And then they'll have like fake pyro.
yeah, fireworks.
Fireworks.
You know, 'cause LED screens. When you hit an LED screen, fireworks.
Yeah, of course.
That's how fireworks are made.
Yes.
I know.
So there you go. That's how Raw ends, with Baszler yelling at Reginald.
Yes, so that'll be your main event next week.
My God.
Right.
Yeah, Kofi and McIntyre open the show.
Yeah, of
Shane and
course.
Reginald main event.
And
30
it's
minute.
probably another DQ or
30
something.
minute Iron Person match.
Iron Person.
Oh God. And she'll whoop his ass, of course.
Of course.
Anyways, let's get to awards.
Yeah, let's do that.
Who was your worst dressed?
Mine was Seth Rollins.
Mine was also Seth Rollins. The
ugly-ass
Skulls
jacket.
jacket and shirt and tie or whatever.
I had the Ho Train.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Almighty Host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best dressed?
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
I had Charlotte. Come on, I think that there's a new doctor in town, and he's fixing everything that the old doctor did wrong.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new Doctor of Thugonomics.
No.
I was about to get excited.
No, I think she's fixing it or something. I don't know.
Maybe the injections
better.
dried up or something.
Oh,
Right.
It's back to normal.
Worst acting.
I had Adnan Virk.
Oh,
R.I.P. We'll talk about him later.
yeah.
I had Braun Strowman.
Okay,
Okay.
I had the Lashley hose and the reactions to everything.
All right.
Best acting.
I had Riddle in his match with Xavier. Like, actually kind of pushing the boundaries of maybe being a heel. Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
The look that he had on his face that he had after he got the pin from the RKO.
That's not bad.
He's like, I'm a fucking snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Seth Rollins.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Riddle. I guess that was good. I did like the RKO.
Worst comment.
Conductor of destruction.
That was
All
good.
aboard.
Some fat shabby tabby cat.
Okay.
All acceptable.
Yeah.
Best comment.
Question
Best?
mark?
Lashley?
No.
Oh,
All
there
right,
isn't
fair
one.
enough.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Worst match.
Women's tag team match.
Oh,
that
yeah,
main evented Raw.
Yeah. Sweep it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super slow-mo match.
Charlotte versus Asuka.
I had the women's.
I mean, we've only seen it 57 times
we have.
in a month.
Yeah. I had the 6 women tag on SmackDown.
Okay.
Open
Yeah.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
Best match.
I had the IC title match.
Yeah. Fatal 4-way.
That was really fun. Yeah. Sweep it. I'll go with
Yeah.
that. Worst move.
The Asuka Lock roll up.
Oh, I had all 4 roll-ups.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't decide.
It was
They
tough.
all sucked.
Yeah.
Stuff,
Roll ups. I'll
stuff.
increase it to all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best move.
Best move in the IC title match. Apollo had Sami Zayn for like a T-bone suplex, and then Big E gave Apollo a German, so it was like a 3-man suplex. It looked really cool.
What about the one Xavier Woods did? Like he picked him. He just picked him up, like with all of his weight, and then like suplexed him. They called it like a muscle suplex that Woods did to Riddle. I was like pretty impressed.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to be strong to like just dead weight a guy and lift him all the way up and then flip him.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Cesaro does that a lot.
I had
Yeah.
the bro KO.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Worst moment or segment.
Shayna and Reginald.
Yeah.
Cold close. Hard close.
Yeah.
Yeah, to close Raw?
Sweep
Horrible.
Right.
Best moment.
Pass. All right,
Segment.
news.
I had Nakamura's entrance.
Me too.
Had a guitar.
You know, had to pick something.
I'd
Yeah.
go with Riddle's RKO.
Okay.
Bro KO.
Yeah.
Bro KO.
Bruh, KO.
All right, that is all for awards. Now it's time for breaking news.
Na 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 na. Hey.
Goodbye, Edinburgh. Edinburgh and WWE have decided to mutually part ways.
As
Right.
we figured.
After being in...
Are you sure Vince wasn't like,
Yes. Of course he was.
Of course he was.
On commentary for less than 2 months.
Yeah, 7 episodes.
Is that shorter than Mike Adamle?
Maybe.
Mike Adamle
And
was not around for long either.
He signed like a 2-year deal,
Yeah.
and they're like, no.
I wonder if he also wanted out because of like all the fans bashing him on social media.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because he's probably never had that before in his life, just being at ESPN and doing
Right,
whatever.
right,
like
right.
now you have to deal with wrestling fans. You fucking suck. Kill yourself.
Right.
I fucking hate. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna murder you.
Was that Ric Flair that said that? Kill yourself.
Yeah. You think I'm not better than Bret Hart? Kill yourself, Natalia. You should kill yourself. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So yeah, he's gone. What do they do now? Do they just bring Tom? Hey, Tom Phillips, you're back.
Right.
Welcome
Come
back.
on back.
He's like, yeah, I'm almost finished here.
Or just let Byron do it. Let Byron just deliver the lines. Just tell everybody what you're seeing, and then let Corey comment on it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even say anything.
He's had a couple chances.
Has he?
Not-
To
yeah.
just do the play-by-play?
Yeah.
What-
Hasn't been very good.
What's wrong?
What's your solution?
Byron Saxton. Yeah,
What's
just
your
bring back
solution,
Tom Phillips,
Eric?
I guess.
Tom Phillips.
Andrew Pisano?
Yeah, that I guess.
There you go.
What are your options, really? You know, not there's
Sure,
not
sure,
much.
sure.
Also, multiple sources are reporting that WWE laid off many employees Tuesday morning due to budget cuts and merging departments.
Yikes. These were like office people, I think.
Yes, office people.
At Titan Towers.
Yeah. Also, Buff Bagwell was arrested last Saturday in Georgia for an alleged hit and run. He's also been charged with giving false information to a police officer, driving with an open container of alcohol, following too closely, and licensed to be carried and exhibited on demand.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wasn't he just on TV a few years ago as a gigolo, and now this is him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's still a gigolo.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
He just bangs, 80-year-old women, I think.
Sure.
But yeah, so he's got a hit and run. He also, last year, had another hit and run.
Oh.
And that case is still open. So.
Yeah.
And apparently he does this a lot.
We ain't gonna see him for a while.
Yeah.
What do you got, Eric?
So Funko announced some new WWE Pops. They announced their 4th Asuka one.
Oh,
now
gross
with the,
Asuka.
Now more naked.
The green jizz paint.
green jizz.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Pass.
Rey Mysterio.
Pass.
Okay. Street Profits.
All right.
There's a
Claus?
Roman Reigns
Oh.
with the Universal title that says "Wreck Everyone and Leave."
Cool.
So we won't get that one. There's The Rock. It's Entertainment Earth exclusive. He's got the WWE title and the Bring It shirt.
Enter what mean?
What?
Huh?
Entertainment Earth.
What's that?
It's a website that sells
Okay.
like toys and shit.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then there's also
Okay,
a Target exclusive of Xavier Woods in his up, down, down gear. So
Swing and a miss on this.
Eric's
Eric's still going to get all of them.
Jerry the King's
No,
cool.
no.
I don't buy
Actually,
toys,
there's
but
not really any I want on
Jerry
there.
the King is cool, though.
I mean, how many Rock ones have they done? You know?
Yeah, they've done a few.
We've got this one right here.
Also, some local news. Comic Palooza, which will be, it's actually Money in the Bank weekend, announced 2 wrestlers that are going to be doing autographs and signings. Britt Baker, DMD. Take me
Nice.
down.
Take me down.
Joe will be there. And William Jason Rezzo.
Oh, yeah.
You may know him as Jay Rezzo or Christian.
Christian Cage.
Yeah, Christian Cage.
Get
Wow.
in the cage.
So
Now I got to go just to, be like, well, goddamn, remember me? It's me from the podcast.
You never had me on your show.
And he'd be like this. He'd be like, oh, yeah. You got $50.
Yeah, right.
You won't answer my DMs anymore. Goddamn.
Yeah, right.
What happened? Did I make fun of your friends too much?
Right.
So, that's funny. All right, on to rumors. Rumors! Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe.
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet.
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance.
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed.
So WWE has advertised Edge for SmackDown in Houston, Texas on July 16th.
Also, Sasha Banks.
Yeah, that could also be complete bullshit because, they do this
Art is
before.
subject to change.
Although that Edge is my current pick for Money in the Bank, winner.
Well, WWE advertised it
And
and
Sasha Banks,
Toyota
too.
Center advertised Edge. So
Yeah. Also, Dave Meltzer reports that WWE is trying to get John Cena at that SmackDown as well. And Cena's Peacemaker series wraps filming on July 6th, so it could happen.
Okay.
Would they still boo him, or would they just cheer because he was happy to be there?
They probably still do John Cena's. I mean, that's up to us, right? We're going
Right.
to be there. So, what do you want to do?
I want to cheer him.
People love Kurt Angle, and they still said you suck.
If they hit his music, there's going to be a huge pop, like, whoa! And then John Cena sucks.
I'm so fucking dumb. Fucking fans.
What? What? Again? What?
Yeah.
50 times? What? 62?
You-
What?
Shut the
I
fuck.
guess Joe loves the Thunderdome.
I guess
Oh
so.
my god.
Yeah.
No, I hate it because they just do it again there. Just this fake fan chant.
You singing "I'm so fucking dumb" is
I just love The
totally gonna
Undertaker.
be taken out of context.
The Undertaker
and
finally.
posted.
Yeah, The Undertaker finally said it. If you want to, what do you say? Like, if you like to kiss your mother, say what?
Yeah.
What? And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. Also, Ringside News reports that WWE was paid more than $1 million for promoting Army of the Dead at WrestleMania Backlash.
I guess they hadn't seen the movie yet.
$1 million? No.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, right? There's
That
millions.
they hadn't seen it.
There's
lot of
millions
money.
of people. There's millions of people around the Globe at least watching it.
Right.
And, you know, you have a fucking match that you had a whole match to promote the fucking movie.
Netflix has so much money.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Also, Sports Illustrated reports that SummerSlam will take place in Las Vegas. And they were also the first to report that Money in the Bank was going to happen in Texas. So they were right on that. And it seems like they'll probably be right. And
Who reported that? Bottom right?
Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated?
Who are you?
Who gets a illustrated
they-
magazine?
No one.
With
But
last
still
week's
online
news.
shit.
Did you see the Mets won a game last week?
Yeah, they still have... No, it's not about
the
the
internet
magazine. Yeah, their
It's just for
website.
the swimsuit issue.
I did see that there's supposed to be like a big boxing match that Saturday before SummerSlam in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they'd want to compete.
Compete?
Like,
Wait,
go
is that Wilder and Fury 3?
I think so.
I doubt it.
Because the
That
date that
Well,
they were
it just
saying
got-
for
it just got
SummerSlam was
announced.
August 22nd.
No, Fury and Wilder's July 24th.
Oh, there's something on like the 21st in August.
What's the big deal if it's the night before?
Because they don't want to be the lesser attended show.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Because,
Vince will just make up the number, though. That's
Well,
what
yeah.
he does. Oh, we're 50,000! Sir, this place can only hold like 30,000 people.
89,000.
Yeah.
This is bigger than WrestleMania 3. We let people come in. We kicked them out. We let more people in. By the way, I just saw the Collision in North Korea episode on Dark Side of the Ring. And it said that they had attendance of 190,000 people. And we actually just went, hold on. We went over the WrestleMania 32 numbers. Turns out 300,000. We were wrong. We were wrong by over 200,000 people. First time in history, had a million people in a building.
Yeah.
That episode, by the way, was insane.
What is it called?
I'm like
Collision in
halfway.
It's
halfway
about the
through it.
WCW doing a show in North Korea.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
God.
90s.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was insane.
Are we going to SummerSlam? Vegas?
I'll be there.
I will be there.
All I had to say is Vegas.
TBD. All right.
All right.
That is all I got for rumors, so I guess it's trivia time.
Joe and Eric tearing up Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
The ripping and the tearing, the ripping and the tearing.
Me, you, and Mox.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck it.
So real simply, who is the active WWE? Who's on the active WWE roster with the most career matches? But active roster, active wrestlers only.
Orton?
No, good guess. I didn't think of him.
Ziggler?
Ziggler is correct.
Oh, okay. I think Orton's got to be 2 then.
Yeah, no, he's not. I think Orton's 4. I think Ziggler's closing in on.
If you say Kane, I'm gonna shit.
The
'cause
Big
that's
Show.
not active. Big Show.
Yeah, but he said no. He's the number 1 active, but he's closing in on Big Show for second place really, really soon. Like he'll be there soon. I'm not sure who's number 1.
You mean number 2?
No, number 1. Big Show's number 2.
Yeah, but he's not active.
He is the number 2.
Oh my God! I said Ziggler's number 1 active. He's closing in on Big Show for the all-time matches.
Okay. All right. Fan questions. Jake Baker, Pushfire Barry, people to replace Adnan Verk, Mauro Ranallo, Tom Phillips, or nobody, and let Corey and Byron do it by themselves.
Fire that.
You heard my vote.
I would push.
I would fire Ranallo.
I would push Ronaldo and fire.
What was the third option?
Barry Phillips, because he's like Michael Cole Jr.
I know, but Ronaldo I can't do every week for 3 hours.
Yeah, I would
No,
push
sir.
Phillips. Alan Kimmett, has there ever been an instance where a wrestler has been watching a match from ringside and someone from that match hasn't been thrown into the wrestler watching? No.
I
course
think
not.
it happened once.
No,
it didn't.
Eric. No, you're high. Justin Stewart, what's the best outcome you could think of to The Miz getting eaten by zombies?
I don't know.
That's
His show
impossible to book.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the best outcome they could think of? He just shows up and they forget that it
He's
ever
like,
happened?
hey, remember me?
Yeah.
I wasn't really eaten by zombies.
Those zombies were obviously part of an Hollywood script. Well, then why were you afraid of them?
Yeah.
What's like when Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black were thrown off Titan Tower and then they revealed last week, no, 20 feet later I landed. Okay, so you're still dead. Like your back's at least broken. You're paralyzed. Right. You got thrown off and landed
your
on
legs
concrete.
snapped in half.
Your legs are broken. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, come on.
Dashing Dan, pushfire Barry, distraction finish, roll up finish, DQ finish after 20 fucking minutes.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Fire it all.
Yeah, seriously.
I guess push, distraction, finish.
I guess you'd push
'Cause
that.
it's not a roll up.
It shouldn't be.
I
Even though we had a distraction roll up.
Yeah. Yes. Tyrone Grizz, is
All
there...
those suck.
Yeah. Tyrone Grizz, is there a reason why Randy Orton is putting up with Matt Riddle? He always looks like, so annoyed around him. Why doesn't he just take him out? He just burned a man alive. That's what I'm saying.
Because he will take him out. Give him a minute.
He's going to burn him alive?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, good.
Maybe.
Okay, fine. All right, then I'm in.
Then you're in?
Yeah. Kyle Fox, and as always, I'm keeping track of your awards given out every week, and I've already penciled in Shayna versus Reginald as the worst and super slow-mo for next week for all three of you. Thank you,
fair.
Kyle.
Taking
Yep.
the initiative.
Yes. That's
to go.
spoiler alert. Minnesota Nice, do you find it annoying that anytime a babyface or heel mentions their opponents, they make a compliment first? When did this become a thing?
Respect.
Yeah, they have been doing
Respect.
this lately.
Respect.
You know, he's really talented. Yeah, I don't know.
Respect.
I guess it's a way to build them up so that when you beat them, it's like more important because, they're so good, but I beat them.
Yeah. Excuse.
Sure.
Jason Claver, update number 20. I've been wanting to resume the binge, but they only have SmackDown episodes on Peacock dating back to the amazing Fox premiere Brock Squash in 2019, so that sucks.
Right.
Wow.
And then he says, Pushfire Barry 2021 Money in the Bank winners. Riddle, Alistar Black, Big E.
Yeah. Okay.
Riddle, Alistar Black, and Big E.
I'd fire Alistar Black, I think.
Yeah, I'd
fire
bury
Riddle.
Riddle, and I'd push Big E.
I would
push Riddle.
I would fire Riddle.
Really?
Yeah. You want him to be the fucking champ? Goofy fuck Riddle?
It doesn't happen anymore.
He doesn't
He's
have
always
to
the
be
champ.
goofy.
Oh, he'll
fuck.
lose. Yeah, he'll lose. That's right. I don't
Winning
know.
it means nothing.
Right, it's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I would probably...
Those aren't great choices.
I just know I would fire Riddle. I don't know what else.
I'd push Big E. That's all.
Joey Montez, you guys doing the Texas tour or just SmackDown? Well, we're confirmed for Money in the Bank.
Yes, we
Because
are.
Eric didn't even give us a chance. He was just like, we're going.
That's
Fuck
how
you.
he does it from
Right.
now on.
Yeah.
Just books everything.
Well, I figured that if you guys weren't going to go, I could go on our page and like raffle off the tickets.
Yeah.
You know, you get a chance to see the pay-per-view and sit next to me and buy me drinks all night.
Well,
There
now
you go.
they're excited to hear that, but it's not happening because we're...
Well, that's if you guys were going to be like, no, fuck Money in the Bank. We want
Yeah,
to watch it at
we'll
home.
probably be at SmackDown as well to,
Yeah, there's a good chance. But I'm sure we're going to try to figure out something before the pay-per-view.
Maybe, we'll see.
I mean, we have to do a man on the street thing since we didn't get to do one for WrestleMania.
Maybe. We'll see
Maybe.
how crowded and busy the parking lot is.
Yeah.
But come find us.
Alex Verduzco, do you guys feel having gimmick pay-per-views discredits the stipulation? For example, having Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, having 3 Hell in a Cell matches in one night takes away from them. How Hell in a Cell could happen at any pay-per-view, but you knew this was the end of the feud. Now, Hell in a Cell match could be the first match of a 6-month feud.
Yeah.
Kind of takes away that wow factor. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
Andrew said this for a while, that you shouldn't
Yeah.
have more than 1, maybe 2 Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah.
I say put every match in the cell. That's what the pay-per-view's for.
Right.
Which you shouldn't have. Like he said, you should only have the damn Hell in the Cell when you're ending a
Right.
feud.
Just stop
In
naming
the cell.
stop naming pay-per-views after the matches.
Yes. But now almost every pay-per-view is named after a
Right.
match, pretty much. Hans the Mole Man, Heart, I really don't... Like, it's certain things that make sense. Like, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view makes sense. Survivor Series makes sense. Money in the Bank pay-per-view even makes sense. But
Right.
Hell in a Cell pay-per-view does not make sense.
No. Or TLC.
Yeah.
you
Right.
know,
Right.
None of that.
Hans the Mole Man, Hart, I really don't hope anyone gets injured, but what superstar could benefit the most from getting injured and epically returning in 3 to 6 months?
Rollins?
Kevin Owens,
Owens, yeah.
he needs it.
Right.
Although, when he returns, they'll just botch it anyway. So.
I mean, you could almost say Drew McIntyre at this
Woods
point.
was out for
Yeah.
a while, and we were like, he's going to come back as a bad guy or screw over the New Day. No, just came back as the same trumpety dude.
Yeah.
Trumpety dude.
Drove Doshi, Kofi soundbite needed. Rematch after rematch after rematch. That's not bad.
Wow.
true.
That could
re-
replace
He's going to be
Kyrie.
half the board
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. that could
Oh my
replace-
god. Yeah, let's find
Or like
that.
Kofi and Kyrie dueling. Again, rematch. Again, rematch.
Yeah.
That That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Joe Guerrero, how are you guys liking Lashley cosplaying as the Godfather lately?
Oh.
Yeah, with all the hose. Yeah. Pop Culture Junkie, hey guys. First, I want to say I just had my second carpal tunnel release surgery yesterday and in recovery now. Been re-listening to a marathon of your brackets, and they have helped me get through the pain. Thank you for all the hilarious content you continue to give us.
Awesome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much for that. And he says, who do you respect the most based on their relationship accomplishments? Bo Dallas living with Liv Morgan, CM Punk marrying AJ Lee, and David Flair living with Stacy Keibler.
I guess Punk and AJ Lee?
No. For accomplishments, it's Stacy Keibler. Like, you even kissed her? You're David Flair? Come on. That's impressive.
He actually lived with her?
I think so.
Well, yeah, it might be him then. Yeah.
Schmuck.
Keith Hoffman, does Cedric being in his prime include his mic work? If that's the case, I feel legitimately bad for the guy.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Chris Chubb, name a dream match purely based on promos for a current wrestler versus a legend. For me, original Bray Wyatt versus Jake the Snake would be gold.
But original Bray Wyatt isn't a current wrestler.
I think he means just someone on the active roster.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold.
Sure.
You know? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Promos alone. Jason Deerham, wow, what an ending to Raw. I bet none of you saw that coming. Did Vince think there was another hour to go?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Seriously.
That's funny.
It's only 9. It's only 9 o'clock.
Anthony Wenz, what's with Nikki and Rhea acting like kids, taunting people? I hate it more than I hate Vince.
Ooh, that's...
Yeah, Rhea did the like a few weeks ago, and then Nikki did it this week.
Right.
Just like, what the fucking
Please stop.
fuck?
You're not children. Thank you.
Yeah, awfulness. That is all for fan questions for the week. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. And get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. You can't get that one there, but you know what?
Oh, you can't?
No.
Nope.
No, none of these.
None of these shirts.
Wait, they took this off?
They never accepted that one.
Oh,
that was
it was too similar.
No, that was like one of the first shirts we made, but that was before we were on Pro Wrestling Tees. But Pro Wrestling Tees won't accept it because it's too similar to
whatever.
The actual Balor Club.
Show my last name is Balor.
We had like 50 fans. There's only like 50 fans that have that shirt.
Yeah. And then we did Edition.
We did it on another website as like a fundraiser thing type thing.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. And become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling, where we got brackets, AEW, NXT recaps, and coming later this week, Army of the Dead, starring Dave Bautista.
Oh boy.
Boom.
Check it out. God help us.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. And he's always right, don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin, it kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made #push Eric Gallo, push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keibler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong